Hey Doodle Fam, it's Erin here. We are going to be showing you bottle feeding our little lady today, and we're just getting that ready over here. So the first thing that you want to do is get the formula room temperature to make sure that it is easily digestible and that they like it because they prefer warm milk over cold milk. So we got it out of the fridge. We are going to get it nice and warm. And I like to do this just by putting it under here. It doesn't take long, just takes a few minutes to get it all nice and warm. And then the other thing I was going to show you was the different nipples that come with this pack. So you can kind of test it out. Very similar to having a baby, human baby. But you're just going to make sure that it is nice and warm. And then the other thing I was going to show you was this packet. So we got a like a puppy bottle kit off of Amazon, and we will put that down below, the link down below. But it comes with a variety of nipples and just different shapes and sizes, different flexibilities for how far along they are on their nursing and their suckling reflex. And so you have a little pinprick, and you are going to just put it in here and make the hole, and then you can test it out on your puppy. And when we're in there, I'll tell you some hints and tricks about what to do and make sure that that nursing is going well. So let's take this and we're gonna go see how she does. Hi, Sari. How are you? Come on, let's go see your little puppies. So we are going to bottle feed little pink collar today, or no collar right now. She'll get her pink collar back soon. But we have made our formula. It's the right temperature, and we've picked this nipple. The kit comes with a variety of nipples, and it really just depends on the shape of their mouth, what they can, how well they're doing with their sucking reflex, to which one that you're going to pick. But there's a couple of them in there that we have tried, and this one has been the best. So we are going to put a conversion sheet on our links for how much a puppy will need. But this pink collar puppy, she is 9.5 ounces, and so that came out to 60 milliliters. But that was if she was only going to be bottle fed. So she is nursing and doing really well with that. So we are trying to get about half of that because I know that she is nursing really good. And then the other thing is that you want to spread it out throughout the day. Their little bellies can't have all 60 milliliters in one session. So I usually just kind of let her lead. And so she will nurse. And then when she's tired or she stops or she's kind of like turning her head that she doesn't want it anymore, then I just let her have a rest break. And I've been doing this like about 4 to 5 times a day. But she's doing really good with it. So 2 other things that you want to look for is to make sure that they're not aspirating, which means the milk going into the wrong section. So it went to the respiratory system. And so if you hear any type of gurgling or coughing or see any like bubbles coming out of their nose, that means that they are probably getting the milk too fast. So you might need a more firm nipple, or you made the hole too big. So that is one thing. And then the other thing is you want the nipple to be flexible to what they can tolerate, because you don't want them working a whole bunch because you want them to save those calories to grow. So you want it to be just like middle ground, not too firm, not too flexible. But she's still doing good, and see, she took a break right there. So I'll offer it to her probably one more time, see if she wants it, and if she doesn't, then that's okay, and we just know that she's taking a break. But it was on the 30 milliliter, and now it's right above the 20. So she almost drank 10 milliliters, which is awesome. So she might want a little more. But she's kind of pushing it away with her tongue. So we're probably going to be done for this session. But another thing that you want to look for is their swallowing. You want to make sure that you can feel that. If you just have the milk coming out of their mouth, or it, like I said, bubbling out of their nose, they're not swallowing the milk, and that can lead to aspiration, which then can lead to pneumonia. So, and that could probably take down a little puppy at this stage, because they're not going to do antibiotics and stuff like that for them. So you just want to make sure that you're doing it in the right way. So the one other thing that's really good that I forgot to mention was making sure that they're in a proper position. So you want their head to be horizontal or a little up, so then that makes the milk kind of help go down the right direction. And you'll also see them probably, if they're nursing at all, doing their little hands like we've talked about before, with them pumping. I like to give her my hand so she can push against me, and that way she just thinks that she's at the nipple of her mom, and so it helps get that milk in. But yeah, so now everybody is doing really good. The little lady's been fed. We'll try it again in a couple of hours. And then we also just are continuing to put her on the nipple from Zuri as much as possible, so that way she can just get as much milk as she can. But she's still growing really well. She's growing at about 5 ounces, or no, sorry, half an ounce every day. So, which is awesome. Everybody else is growing at about 2 ounces a day. So that's a little bit of a size comparison, but she's doing great. So we're super excited about her. Hey guys, we are putting together Isla's go home bags, and I just can't believe it that they leave us on Sunday. It has gone by so quickly, and I'm really gonna miss the 4 of them. I don't think I've had a litter that was this small in a while, so we've really had a lot of fun just getting to know each and every one of those puppies. So while we're getting our go home bags ready, I wanted to talk to you about the importance of pet insurance. It is something that a lot of our families ask us about, and to be honest, we didn't have any answers for them. So we decided to go talk to our vets and to find out what the importance of pet insurance was. And really it comes down to just mitigating those risks, making sure that if something happens to your puppy or to your adult dog, that you are able to take care of them well and not have to think about how much something is going to cost. So for example, puppies love to chew things. They like to get into everything. So do adult dogs. I have a friend whose adult dog loves socks, and so they have had so many x-rays to find out where did the sock go. Is it going to pass? Is it not going to pass? Do they have to go scope it and get it out? So there are so many different things that can happen, but pet insurance allows you to cover most of the cost of those type of things in the event that they happen. Or for example, if they are running and they tear an ACL, or if there's arthritis when they get older. So just different things that you can prevent, making sure that you have the finances to do that instead of thinking about getting a diagnosis and not knowing if you're going to be able to pay for it or not. So after talking to our vet and doing our own research, we found that Trupanion was an excellent company to go with. So the reasons why we like Trupanion was that you get to choose your own vet. So if you have a vet and you really love them and have that good relationship, you get to keep that vet. There's not any vet-specific restrictions. Another reason why we liked it was that they cover up to 90% of all the diagnoses, like diagnostic tests, treatments, things like that. The only things that they don't cover are pre-existing conditions and then wellness visits. So like rabies shots, immunizations, or any kind of like 1-year-old checkup. They don't cover those kind of things. You have to put that into your budget. But we are so excited because our puppy families are going to get coverage from day one. So we have our litters already registered with Trupanion, and so our puppy parents will get 24 hours after they take their puppy home to register them, so they won't have any gap in their coverage. If you already have a dog, or maybe you've rescued one, or you got a dog from another breeder, you can click the link down below, and contact Trupanion to see if it makes sense for you. Rates vary with states, how old your dog is, things like that. So we just find it really helpful just to talk to somebody from Trupanion, so that way you can see if it's a good fit for you. So we're gonna finish putting these bags together, and then we get to do something really fun. We get to give Isla's puppies a bath. Before we give each puppy a bath, we're going to do a little hair brushing session. And at this age, it is more about them feeling the texture of the brush, and just on a variety, on their ears, on their face, on their paws, just making sure that they feel comfortable with that, and making sure that they get used to that, because golden doodles are going to have a lot of grooming sessions as they get older. So switch hands real quick. But it is something that's really important for you to do, and for you to continue to do at home when you bring your puppy home. Or if you have a dog that might have had some anxiety, if it's an older dog, it's something that you can do. I've seen people like put peanut butter on a paper plate, and while they're licking, then they start doing the brushing. So it just starts to get used to it. But you're done, so let's pick the next one. Had a brushing time, it is time for a bath. So remember, you want to keep that water temperature nice and cool, but not too cold because they won't like it. And then you want to get them a good lather. So let's see what she does. Oh, she kind of likes it. So get all of them wet. And remember, don't put their head under the water. You're just going to cup it and bring it to their head. All right, now she's ready for our soap. And you want to use soap that is tear-free. And really important to get their backside. And if your puppy is having some issues with poop staying on, like when they're going to the bathroom, you can ask your vet to do what they call a potty patch, and that will remedy that situation, because they cut the hair close, like with a shaver, and that way the poop can't stick on them. But you'll see a lot of puppies like scooting on their bottom, and they're trying to get that off. So just preemptively get that done at the vet, and it will help keep them more clean and help keep them comfortable. And we can't forget that we need to make sure that their ears get dried, because you don't want any ear infections or yeast infections. All right, that's one down, 3 more to go. But I hope you guys have a great day.